I feel like I need to answer this question because I feel like this is the biggest misconception. I feel like people think, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have a Q&A, and I honestly think I'm just gonna kind of call it or title it a pregnancy Q&A because all the questions are pregnancy related. Like you guys, want all the pregnancy deets, and I don't blame you. Like I love talking about my pregnancy. I'm just like, I'm so indulged in that right now. So, and clearly you guys are too, because literally all the questions are around pregnancy. So welcome to my pregnancy Q&A. Let's not ramble on and let's just get straight into the questions. So the first one here is, have you picked a baby name? And I think we've picked a baby name. We had a list of ones that we really loved, and there was one that just really stood out that we both really love. But I have a hard time committing to things, and like naming a human and just like naming your baby and committing to a name is so hard that like I've kind of just said 99%. That's the name. 99%. I'm leaving that 1% room because I feel like it's still early. You never know. I might come across a name that I'm like, oh my God, I love that, and then maybe I like that more. So you never know. We might change our minds, but 99%, I think we have a name picked. So that's pretty exciting because you guys know I can't make a decision to save my life. So 99% is good for me, okay? Before we get on to the next question, I want to give a big shout out to SHEIN because they are sponsoring today's video. If you guys have been watching me, then you know I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I actually got my gender reveal sandals from SHEIN, and I purchased them myself. They didn't send them to me, but I went to SHEIN and they had so much variety. Everywhere else, I couldn't find anything I liked, but I went to SHEIN and they literally had so much variety. I found like 3 pairs of shoes that I liked for my gender reveal. I'm telling you, they have so much variety. No matter what your style is, you're gonna find something you love for your budget. I have a couple things from them that I got recently that I wanna share with you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and try them on now for you. Okay, I am loving this dress on me, you guys, and it is a large. There's baby boy. It is a large, but like, look at how much room I really actually have to grow in it. I actually hope I have some sort of like event or something to wear this to because I am loving it. Okay, so one of the first things I wanted to wear when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, I can't wait till I have a nice bump where I can wear like a full bodysuit. Because one of the things I love about full bodysuits is they look so nice when you have your bump, but I do think my bump needs to get bigger to fit in this one. But it just looks so cute, especially because my pregnancy is in the winter. It looks so cute when you throw on a jacket. This is also from SHEIN. I'm gonna put it on. Okay, I am obsessed with this like corduroy chocolate brown jacket. Okay, I love this fit. So I wanted to try on faux leather leggings, and I was really curious if these would fit me, obviously over the bump, and they do. Like, look, they fit really nicely over the bump. They're super stretchy. So cute. And I love this sweater. I'm loving the brown right now, especially for fall. And I just think this is adorable. I love this tracksuit, and I love the open wide bottoms. So of course, you need some sneakers with these. So try to envision that, but I love them. They're actually very comfy over the bump. I really love this outfit. And like I said, I'm loving, like, look at how cute it opens. Imagine you're wearing some sneakers. Sugar's eating a dog treat. Imagine you're wearing some sneakers. Like, it looks really cute. Okay, how cute is this outfit, you guys? Like the perfect running errands outfit, and these leggings fit over the bump so nicely. And can I just say, I have been loving zip ups like this. They're just so casual and pretty. They just give you like a super casual look. And this one in particular just has like a very slouchy, like you can see the dropped shoulder detailing. So it just has a very slouched, like oversized look. I actually got it in 3 colors. I got the gray, I got the black, and I got the nude. It's also very soft, like on the inside, it is super soft. I'm really loving this. Okay, I am living for this vest, you guys. I'm obsessed. I actually love vests, and this one is the perfect chocolate brown. It feels very high quality. I'm gonna leave my discount code on the screen as well as down below the link to shop for SHEIN, so definitely check them out. So moving on to the next question. The next question is, what are some baby names you love but won't be using? I should have like made a list for you guys, or maybe I'll do a whole video, but can I just say there's so many baby names that I absolutely love and just adore and think are just like so cute, but I won't be using them. And I don't know why. I think it's because, like I said, it's so hard for me to like 100% love something. Like I'll love it, but like 95%, like, you know what I mean? That's why the fact that we kind of picked a name 99% is a big deal, because like I said, I don't know, like I'll love a name, but I'll be like, not for me though. Like, you know, like I'm so picky, like I'm so picky. So just to name a few, I really love the name Rain, but I feel like it is very used now. Not that that's a bad thing, but like I wouldn't use it because I feel like it's quite popular now. I love the name River. I love that name too, but I don't know, like I love it, but I'm not like die hard, obsessed, have to be mine type of name. In love with it. I also love, what else do I love? There are a few, honestly, there's a few. And they're just not on the top of my head right now, but I might do a names that I love and won't be using video. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Okay, the next question is, were you trying to get pregnant? If you were, did you use any ovulation kits or apps? This is a really good question. So we were trying. You guys know me, when I like embark on something, I do all the research. Like I'm not the type of person to just like go with the flow and wing it. I do all the research. I have to know everything. That's just how I am. So once we wanted to start trying to conceive, like the first thing I did was, okay, let me, you know, what's the word? Educate myself. Literally, I have major pregnancy pain. I was like, okay, let me educate myself. So I looked up, you know, the whole science behind everything so I can understand it. And I just decided to go straight into ovulation kits because I know some people could just kind of ease into it and just see what happens. But for me, I'm like, I don't got no time to waste, honey. Like once you are ready, you are ready. That's what my doctor was saying. It's so funny. She was like, you know, people spend years trying to prevent pregnancy. And then when you're ready to conceive and you want a baby, you want it right away. Like it's crazy. So I was like, I don't have no time to waste. I'm getting into the ovulation kits right away because you just get to pinpoint what the right time is. And honestly, the ones that I loved was the little cheap ones from Amazon. My first month, I actually tried the digital clear blue ovulation kits, but that one wasn't really my favorite because it didn't give you like a warning. There isn't really no progression. I kind of liked the cheap little sticks because you could see the line getting darker so you could know, okay, ovulation's coming up, rather than the other one just like bam, one day randomly it's positive. So yeah, I honestly liked the cheap ones on Amazon. I will link them down below if you guys are interested. And for apps, I did use the What to Expect app just because it's really cool. They have like a trying to conceive group. And like sometimes trying to conceive can be a little bit lonely and like you have questions and you want to talk to other people, but also the Clue app where you could just track your cycle and track your period. Fun fact, the Clue app or just any period app in general is very inaccurate in estimating your ovulation. Like unless you have a picture perfect cycle, which my cycle I will say is pretty cookie cutter. So it was good at kind of estimating, but there was even 1 month where it was off by like 4 days. So it's like, it's just good to do the ovulation kit and not estimate. So that was like a long answer, but yes, we were trying and I did use ovulation kits and apps. So this is a good question and this is something I have thought about so much. Even before I was pregnant, I have given this so much thought. It's probably the one thing I've given the most thought in my entire life almost. Like, I know you're a private person, but will we be seeing the baby when here and grow? So I think she just means like, will I show the baby when I have it and will you guys get to watch the baby grow? So yeah, this is something that I've literally given so much thought. Like even before I found out I was pregnant, I was like, you know, what, like where do I stand on that? And I kind of have like come to the conclusion that I just have a very balanced approach in regards to that. So I will definitely share the baby because I just don't think that that's something I could, you know, hide. It's just such a huge part of my life. And I'm sure that, you know, I just want to share myself being a mom. Like I just really want to share that. And I just couldn't, I think it would be too difficult not to. But at the same time, I understand that the internet is so beautiful and I've loved the internet since I was like young. Like I was on Twitter, Tumblr. Hi baby boy. Both my baby boys. I was on Twitter, Tumblr, like Facebook. Like I've always loved social media, so it's an amazing place. But it can also be really dark and there's just darkness that surrounds the internet too. So at the same time, I will kind of have that balance between sharing but not oversharing and constantly every day posting my baby and like, you know, I guess it's like, yes, I will share, but I will not be oversharing constantly every single day. But it's going to be such a big part of my life that I will definitely like, I just won't be able to hide it, if that makes sense. But a lot of people are like, oh my God, we need a family channel. That is just not happening, you guys. I just couldn't see myself sharing that much. Like, don't get me wrong, I really want to share. Like, I want to share like mommy routines and all these things and how I like feed my baby eventually when they can start eating and stuff like that. Like, and I do want to share my baby grow because like I said, it's gonna be too hard not to, right? Next question is, were you trying for a baby? If so, how long did it take? I'm trying as well. Congrats. Thank you so much. So this is a question where I don't know why I feel weird about. I think it's because I truly am really sensitive to like other people who really do struggle. Because, you know, when you want to be a mom, you want to be a mom so bad. And if it's not happening for you, I can truly feel the pain that they must feel. So sometimes I feel like these questions can come across as insensitive if people are like, oh, how long did you try? And you're like, oh, it was super quick for me. Then people are watching and they, you know, it hurts them. So if this question is a trigger for you, just skip ahead a few seconds. So yes, we were trying and I got pregnant on my 3rd cycle of trying. So it did happen fairly quickly, which I'm really blessed for, but I don't take that for granted. Okay, so the next question is, what were your first pregnancy symptoms? Did you feel different? I definitely felt different, like energy-wise. I mentioned this in my finding out that I'm pregnant video. I actually went through all of my symptoms, like each day past ovulation in that video, my pregnancy announcement video. But some of the biggest ones were like I started burping a lot, like little burps, and I kind of figured that was the beginning of nausea. My skin was glowing, like I looked in to the point where I wasn't looking for it. I just woke up in the morning one day to use the bathroom to go pee, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, I'm glowing like an angel. So I noticed that. And I also noticed, what else was it? Yeah, it was weird. It was almost like I was coming down with a cold. Like my nose was very congested. I was sneezing a lot. So I was just feeling off and feeling different. You know, normally what I normally wouldn't have felt if I was just getting my period. So yeah, definitely felt different. So the next question, this one is good. This person asked, has anything surprising happened in your pregnancy so far that you didn't expect? And 100%. I was not prepared and expecting the spotting / bleeding. Like I actually bled in my pregnancy. It was very small. It was a decent amount, but like it was only a few wipes and then it was done. It wasn't even like, it didn't even last a day, didn't even last an hour. It literally lasted a few wipes and then done. And then I had some spotting. I go through this, if you guys want to hear the story behind it, in my first trimester recap video. That's a really good video. I kind of go in detail about that. I wasn't expecting to ever like have any bleeding or spotting, but apparently it's really, well, 20% of women get it in pregnancy and it's totally normal. So it can be a totally normal and common symptom. And it's like, obviously everything was totally fine. I had ultrasounds done and literally they said everything looked picture perfect and they could not find any reason for the bleeding. So it kind of came down to my doctor just saying that I have a really sensitive cervix and sometimes the cervix is just irritated and then you just spot or bleed. So I wasn't expecting that. Like that was something super unexpected in my pregnancy. So this question is funny in a way. Are you following any special diet due to pregnancy? Congratulations. You know what? If you consider Wendy's Baconators a special diet, then yes, I am following that to a T. To a T. I am not following any special diet because I'm telling you, actually this is something I wasn't expecting. I was expecting in my first trimester, but not still in my second trimester. I am 16 and a half weeks. In about 3 days, I'll be 17 weeks, and I still can only eat certain amounts of food. There's so many foods that gross me out. I still can't eat salad. Thinking about homemade chicken, the only chicken I can eat right now is the Portuguese chicken, like the Portuguese rotisserie chicken that we get from like Portuguese places. I'm really into that chicken, but other than that, oh, I actually, like my stomach is literally turning. Thinking about cooking a piece of chicken at home, eating it with rice and salad, that used to be one of my favorite meals, and I literally can't eat that anymore. There are so many foods that just make my stomach turn, and I can only eat a certain amount of things still. My palate has definitely expanded a little bit. Like first trimester, it was only toast and bagels. That's all I could eat. Now it's definitely expanded a little bit, like, you know, but yeah, I can't follow any special diets because I literally just, what I can stomach is just what I can stomach. So Wendy's Baconators and fruit smoothies have been like my jam right now. And to be honest, I'm really craving one, so I might order one today. But with that being said, it wouldn't be fair if I didn't mention, I actually did mention in a previous video, but I do kind of, I am very mindful of my calories. So even though maybe I order a Wendy's Baconator, it still fits within my calories-ish. I don't, you know, over consume. I'm just mindful and I roughly calculate. I don't track like crazy or anything, but I just roughly kind of calculate my portions still. So I'm still very mindful, which is why I haven't put on too much weight. So the next question is, do you wish your husband would want to be in your videos more? Absolutely not. I feel like I need to answer this question because I feel like this is the biggest misconception. I feel like people think that I have this like desire to show my husband and he doesn't want to be on camera or something. And that just couldn't be more untrue. I am completely on the same page as him regarding that. I wouldn't share my husband in videos even if he was okay with it, just because I've always been a private person with my relationships. I personally feel like relationships are best kept private. The more you share, the more people interject into your relationship and give their opinions and judge everything, and it's just not healthy too. Like, it can become not healthy, especially on the internet. So a photo here and there I'm totally cool with, but filming with my husband and stuff like that, it's just my marriage is not something I want to be like putting out there all the time. This question I got a lot, like, you guys, I have not even popped out the first one, but I understand it because, you know, I'm always curious too, like, oh, I wonder how much they want to have. It's a curious question. How many kids do you want? I would, like, my dream, if I could just like paint my picture perfect dream, it would be 4 kids. Like, that is my dream. That just sounds so incredible and amazing to me. I just feel like that's the perfect family, 4 kids. But I do wonder if I will get to the 3rd and just completely tap out. Like, I will definitely get to the 3rd. A lot of people are like, no, watch girl, you're gonna stop at the 2nd. I'm telling you 99.9% I am not gonna stop at the 2nd, because I just feel like I want a big family, and 3 kids is not even really a big family. Like, to me, 4 is perfect, but I could see myself tapping out at 3 because it's a lot, you know? So I pray that I have it in me to go for a 4th, because that does sound just like the perfect dream to me. I've always wanted 4 kids. So this was actually one of my most asked questions. A lot of you guys are really interested in the birth. Are you nervous for birth? Surprisingly, I'm not nervous. When I think about it deeply, like if I sit there and like think about that moment, yeah, I get a little bit nervous, but I purposely don't sit there and think about it. To me, I'm just like, I have no control over it. And everybody's birth story is totally different. I could have the easiest birth in the world, and then I spent 9 months worrying about it. So what's the point? Honestly, the only thing I care about is that my baby is healthy and safe. That's literally the only thing. And I'm not thinking too hard about it. I don't sit there thinking about birth too much, because I feel like if you think about it too much, then, you know, you're over, you know, thinking it. And then a lot of you guys were asking if I watch birth videos, if I have started watching birth videos. I am not watching no birth videos, none of that. I mean, of course I've seen some, like I've seen some over the years, but ever since I've been pregnant or even trying to conceive, my rule is I am not watching birth videos. Unless I subscribe to the person and I'm like really like dedicated and I love following their life and stuff, then I'll watch it. But other than that, I'm not going out of my way to search up birth videos, because I just feel like everyone has their own story. And if I watch somebody else's and there's a lot that happened and then it just gets in your head, like I'm just gonna go into it winging it, which is so unlike me, right? Like I literally said in the beginning of this video, so unlike me. I'm going into it winging it, honestly. Having my own journey, having my own story, not having any influence from other stories to worry me, you know? Next question is, do you like being pregnant? I love being pregnant. Like, I love it. Even when I was super nauseous and sick, like my husband was like, do you like being pregnant even though you're going through all this? And I'm just like, yeah, like I still love it. Even when I was sick, even when I was nauseous, I love being pregnant. And I'm really thankful that I love it, and I hope that it never changes. Yeah, I feel like when you want to be a mom and when you want 4 kids, you better hope that I like being pregnant if I want 3, 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? Because then that would be really hard if I hated it, but then I really wanted that many kids. I'm honestly the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. I can't explain the feeling. It's like I wake up every morning knowing that like I'm growing my baby inside of me, and I just feel this intense amount of like purpose. I just absolutely love it. So someone said, do you feel more confident in outfits now that you're pregnant compared to before? And I think she asked this question because she already knows the answer. She could probably already tell, like, she looks more confident. And I would say yes. I am so much more confident in outfits now that I'm pregnant than I was before. And it's crazy. I thought it would be the opposite because I've obviously gained weight now that I'm pregnant. Obviously, I have my bigger belly. You would think it would be the opposite, but it's not, because when you're not pregnant, there's this pressure to be like, have like the perfect body and be skinny and stuff. But when you're pregnant, you have your bumps, so you just get to let it all hang out and there's no pressure, right? Like there isn't that pressure. It's crazy. Like before, when I would put on an outfit, I'm like, oh my God, make sure my stomach looks flat, make sure I suck it in. And now I'm just like, I just get to be free and be me and like rock my belly and rock my bump. So yeah, I feel incredibly, even though getting dressed is definitely more of a challenge. Like I will see cute outfits on Instagram and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wear that. Like, yeah, I just can't wear that. That's not gonna go over the bump properly. So even though dressing is more of a challenge, I just overall feel more confident. Next question is, have you felt the baby move? This is such an exciting question for me because I have been feeling the baby the last week. So the first time I ever thought I felt the baby, I was 13 and a half weeks, which is very early. So it made me question, like I was like, you know, I don't know yet. You know how you just kind of don't know? And I was like, it's too early. But the baby was measuring a week ahead. So even though I was 13 and a half weeks, the baby was measuring almost 14 and a half, bigger. So I was like, maybe, and what that felt like was like little bubbles popping, and it was right, very low, like 2 inches below my belly button. So it was right where the baby is. And then, but that I wasn't really too sure about. That was like really early, right? And then around like 15 and a half weeks, I felt like tiny little taps, like literally the tiniest little tap, tap, tap. Right in that same area below my belly button, like a good amount below my belly button, pretty low on your belly. And I was like, I think that's the baby. And it happened a few times in my 15th week. And then I noticed that it happened in the morning all the times, like each time. And I think why it happened in the morning is because my bladder's super full in the morning. And when your bladder's super full, it pushes your uterus up more. So then, you know, the baby is closer to the top of your belly, right? So I think that makes total sense. And then honestly, I am like 99% sure. So this last week, now that I'm 16 weeks, like in the past few days, I've been feeling almost like tickles, like little tickles in the same place, lower, like very low belly, below my belly button, almost like little tickles, and sometimes like a feeling like something's there. It's hard to describe it, but almost like there's like a balloon. Like sometimes I will feel like a full balloon in my lower belly. It's like this pressure of something being there, but you don't exactly feel any movement. It's like this something, but that only happens sometimes. It's like almost like a balloon is full and it's in my belly. That's how I feel sometimes. And then I've been getting a lot of like this little like tickles, almost like just little flutters, little tickles. And it's so crazy. Oh, I can't wait for my next ultrasound, you guys. Like I cannot wait. Oh, you have no idea. Every day I look at the calendar and I just think how much more until my next ultrasound appointment. It's about 2 weeks, a little bit more than 2 weeks until my next ultrasound appointment. I just can't wait to see baby boy in there and see what he's doing. Oh, I'm gonna cry thinking about it. Okay, I'm not gonna even talk about it anymore, else I'm gonna cry. Moving on to the next question. Also about the last question, I just can't wait until I can like legit feel like intense movement or like in like full kicks. I cannot wait. Let me know in the comments down below, when did you start feeling the baby like kick for the first time? I can't wait because I need that reassurance, you guys. Like I can't wait for that so much. So the next question is, how do you feel about having a Taurus or a Gemini? So the baby is 100% not going to be a Gemini just because of when I'm due. I'm due May 6th. And there's just, you know, doctors would never let me go past 42 weeks. So the most that I would give birth is like before the 20th of May. So we've got a Taurus on our hands, and how do I feel about it? I'm really happy. Taurus is one of my favorite zodiac signs. I always say if I could be a certain zodiac sign, I would pick something in the earth. So I would pick a Virgo first or a Taurus. I love earth signs. They're so grounded, and I have, I'm a Virgo rising, so I have a large part of me that has a lot of like earth in me. For those of you who don't know, in case you are curious, I am a Cancer sun and a Cancer moon, and then a Virgo rising. So I got double Cancer in me, but I got that earth as well. And I love Tauruses. Honestly, it was funny, me and my sister growing up would always be like, I wonder what like kids are zodiac signs our kids will be. Like it's something we've always wondered. So it's interesting, you know, like even now I still wonder like what my other kids will be, you know, what will the whole fam be? Like that's just always funny to think about. So yeah, we got a little Taurus baby boy coming. So that is all the questions for today, you guys. I think I've been filming for almost 30 minutes, so I don't want to, you know, drown you guys in questions, but if you have any more and maybe you want some, I'll probably wait like a few months and then we'll do maybe another Q&A. But yeah, thank you guys so much for asking questions. Definitely follow me on Instagram if you don't. I post lots of content on my story and just give you guys, you know, daily updates and stuff like that. Almost every day, not every day, but yeah. Hi, my baby. I will see you guys in my next video, my baby. All right, bye guys. Mwah.